Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's a big night in the UCL for us. I would have said this with much more of an anxiety a few years ago, last year, probably the year before. But that's what what Pep says, that being there time and again. When Pep was asked, I think it was by Gary Neville back in 2017 after the Centurion season. Pep was asked by Gary Neville in one of the shows that what is the secret of Spain winning so many championships and England not winning it as much. What Pep Guardiola said was the Spain team, before they won the Euros, before they won the World Cup, before the period of dominance in the 2000s, Pep said that the Spain teams always reach the semi-finals year in year out. The youth teams, the senior teams, semi-finals, quarter-finals, semi-finals, quarter-finals, semi-finals, finals, and then they made the big leap, and then they went on towards the big step. So I think it actually applies in a similar way to us here. It's being there year after year, being there year after year is what I see as progress, what I see as uh, as the most important thing. So in that way, the club is actually going in a very right direction. Whatever people might say that Pep is a failure. He hasn't won the European trophy. City are a failure. Spent so much, haven't won the European trophy. Well, we are not here to just win one European trophy. We are here to create a dominance like what Real Madrid has done in the Champions League. That is what we are aiming for. And when you want to create an era of dominance, a period of sustained dominance, what you have to do is you have to go through the moments of reckoning. You have to go through the moments of suffering more and more. Right from 2016, since Pep came to last season, City have been knocked out in every way possible out of the Champions League. If you see that, gone out on away goals against Monaco, VAR decision at the very end, which handed us defeat against Spurs, against Liverpool, blown away in the away leg, a little bit of refereeing decisions here and there last season at the Bernabeu. So in every way you have suffered, and I know it was suffering last season when we went out. It was great suffering. It took me a week to recover from that Spurs defeat when VAR at the last moment. We thought we won it and VAR snatched it from us. Yeah, it actually created a lot of suffering, but it has also down the line made you stronger. Now when I realize about, now when I think about those defeats, not just as a player, as a fan, as an entire club together, as a supporter of the club, everyone in the club, for me, I think what has happened in the last 6 7 years in UCL, it has made us stronger more than anything else. In that moment we might have felt bad, but in reality it has made us very strong, I would say. And that is what we have to take into account today. Real Madrid might have the history, Real Madrid might have the UCL experience, all of that. We have had the moments of reckoning, we have had the moments of suffering in all of the past legs, and for me that is far more important than having the history and all of those things. The lineup for me is the same lineup basically, so no surprises over there from Pep. But what will be surprising, I'm sure, is the way in which we approach this game. The way in which Pep will actually set up the structure, I would say. It would not be the same thing like it would not be the same thing like the previous leg, that is for sure. Let me just set up the stream and then can actually go. Bayaji is here. Hey Bayaji, how are you feeling ahead of this crucial leg? When compared to the last season, how are you feeling? Bayaji says Haaland should be able to handle Eder and Alaba. One thing Bayaji with Eder Militao is that his passing, his longer range passing is actually very good. Eder Militao. There's some stat about the referee here. The stat about the referee is interesting. Well, the name of the referee is Sismon Marquinhos, and Sisman Marquinhos has refereed Real Madrid semi-finals in 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18. in 19 and probably last season, and whenever this referee has refereed a Real Madrid UCL semi-final, Madrid have gone on to win the UCL. That's what the stat is. They're showing on TV just to pump up the pressure. I would say that's it. Nothing more on that. But a little bit about Eder Militao. I actually think that Eder Militao's passing range is actually very good. So it will be interesting to see how we will defend those passes into direct crosses into Vinicius Junior, for example, because last time Madrid was not using that their passing range of the defenders, because of course Rudiger's passing range is not as good as Eder Militao's, and both Rudiger and Alaba, I think both are left footers if I'm not wrong. So there's a bit of difference in structure as well. So Madrid just went for defense last leg. So will be interesting to see that Adam Militao, and people are actually like they're thinking, why is Rudiger not playing? He's handled Haaland well and all of that, but the structure wasn't right last time. It's just that we didn't go for it. Just that we didn't go for the tie. The tie became, congested, and it was 1-1. Pep was always playing for a draw at the Bernabeu, because there's this stat that whenever Pep Guardiola has lost an away leg in the UCL, right from 2008 when he was managing Barcelona, he has never progressed into the next round. So Pep has make sure that he doesn't lose the away leg. So we didn't go for it. Here I expect us to go for it. Here I expect the game to be open. It could be anything, but this game I don't expect it to be nil-nil or a close affair. I think it will be goals galore. That's what I would say. But yeah, just as City have also have lost two semis versus Real Madrid. That is true. That is true. Are they then putting in the same referee whenever City are in there? But yeah, this says they have only one change from last season 4-3 game. Camavinga for Mendy. They, but last season, Eder Militao, yes, Eder Militao actually played last season. You're right, Camavinga for Ferland Mendy. That is true. That is true. And also Casemiro. I think you're right. 4-3 game. That was the first leg, right? Casemiro came in the second leg last season. It's true. Bayaji says Haaland looked too casual in first leg. I think Bayaji to specific instructions for Haaland actually, because Pep did not want to go for it, which meant that your De Bruyne's, your Gundogans, your Bernardo Silvas, they were instructed not to play the through ball to Haaland, not to play that ball over the top for Haaland to run into, because a turnover over there, and it was done for City. A turnover over there and City were done at the Bernabeu. You just did not want to come into the Etihad like with a 2-0 deficit or 3-0 deficit or something like that. So I think what Pep planned is, I think Pep wanted a single knockout game at the Etihad Stadium against Real Madrid. That's what Pep planned for. In the worst case scenario, 1-0 deficit. That's all. So so first leg at least his plan is successful, has been successful. Though Real Madrid fans will think they are happy with the first leg result, because they can do anything in every stadium in the world away. Stadiums don't matter home or away for them, but I think first leg Pep will be the happier of the two. Whatever might happen here, and just look at the atmosphere. Just look at the crowd here. It's just fantastic. These UCL nights are just becoming fantastic at the Etihad. Every season, it's just the atmosphere is just becoming something else. When Pep came in, the atmosphere wasn't like this for the UCL. Just now look at the atmosphere. We are nowhere less than an Anfield or something actually. The atmosphere is just superb. Today it's just superb. I mean, again, whatever might be the result of this game, whatever might happen in this game, I firmly believe that every season, if you're reaching semi-finals consistently in the Champions League, okay, one season you might not reach, but generally out of 6, 7 seasons, you're reaching the semi-finals in 4, 5 seasons. I think you're the elite club in the world. You're a top club in the world, at least in the top three clubs in the world. Now, winning it all the way, going through it depends on a lot of factors, lot of decisions, lot of a bit of luck. There are many factors at play. So my benchmark of judging the UCL is I think getting to the semi-finals should be treated as a success in the UCL each year, year in and year out. Because if if you reach semi-finals year in and year out, if you reach the last four, it's just going to be a matter of time before you go in and win the entire thing. The odds and the numbers will favor you. But reaching the semi-finals should be the aim, and that's what Pep Guardiola has done. If you see season in and season out, has taken us to quarter final, in last 3 years, final, semi-final, semi-final. So for people who want to measure the success of City by the fact that you have to Pep has to win the UCL each year or he has to win it once and all, for me, at the start of the season, if you're the board and giving objectives to Pep, I think the realistic thing is yes, Premier League challenge for the title, FA Cup challenge for the title, Carabao Cup challenge for the title, but UCL semi-finals. If you reach it, it should be a successful season. That should be the benchmark. He has gone for the same City squad. If I look at the squad, there's something interesting for me. I actually had a doubt: could he play Mahrez or could he in place of Bernardo? I know, of course, he rested Bernardo for the Everton game, but just a bit of play. Riyad Mahrez, the crosses just put the Madrid defense on the back foot, like we did last season at the Etihad. You remember Mahrez to Brian a fast start. Gabriel Jesus missed all those goals, so that was actually an option. Bhaiya, this is what if it goes to penalties? The tension is already too much, Bhayaji. Penalties. Well, we'll have one advantage in penalties. Edison is a better penalty taker than Courtois. I think if it goes to penalties, Ederson should be in the first five penalty takers for sure. That is one advantage. But then penalties again. If it's penalties, I actually think I would make a bold move. I would actually sub in Stefan Ortega. I would keep Edison, but then I would sub in Steph. Can we do that? I don't know. But sub in Stefan Ortega for another player and sub in and keep Edison as an outfield player, something like that. Ortega for saving the penalties and Edison as one of the players to take the penalty kick. I don't know if that is possible according to the rules of football, but I would want Stefan Ortega to save my penalties and not Edison. Bayaji says, I'm worried about the fatigue level of Gundo and Rodri. Rodri should have come off as soon as third goal went in at Everton. There was an interesting article by Bayaji about Calvin Phillips, I think it was the Independent paper which wrote that Calvin Phillips is now called as an impactless substitute. The article mentions that Pep Guardiola doesn't trust Calvin Phillips, that he now only brings him on when there's 1 or 2 minutes of injury time to go. That's all. Because against Leicester City, 85 minutes we are 3 nil up. He brings on Calvin Phillips and Leicester almost make it 3-3, right? 3-1, and then there were two chances. Madison 1v1, Iheanacho hit the post and all of those things. So Pep doesn't trust. You can understand the trust level of Pep on Calvin Phillips. It's just taking too long, but I think just like Grealish, we might be wrong about what Calvin Phillips can become in the future. So let us give him the benefit of time. And I think that game at Everton, Pep was not willing to take any chances because you see what that game at Everton has done. That game at Everton has meant that Arsenal lost. I mean, that game at Everton definitely had an impact on what on that Arsenal team, on Arsenal supporters. You just go to social media and see each of those Arsenal teams, each of those Arsenal supporters thought that we would lose, we would drop points at Everton, at least a draw or things like that. So, so it was important that we did not put the foot out of the take the foot out of the pedal at Everton. Vinay says nerve levels. That's true, Vinay. Nerve levels are great, but Bhaiya says boo. Yes, UEFA anthem. Now we are even booing the Premier League anthem, Bhayaji. So, so this has become a every game thing at the Etihad. That boo when the respective anthems of the Premier League and Champions League have been played out. Ancelotti and Pep are having uh, nice talk over there. But when I nerve levels, what are your nerve levels compared to last season? because if you ask me, when compared to last season, I'm a bit less nervous, because last season at this stage it was an away leg, first thing. But the second thing is Liverpool were going for quadruple, and Liverpool were just 1 point behind us, so we could not afford to slip up in the Premier League as well. So last season at the stage in the semi-final, we could have we were almost in a stage where we could have ended up the season with nothing. Liverpool could have gone on to win the quadruple. So the nerves were just too much last season. This season, at least we know that we have FA Cup final in hand. We have the Premier League title almost secured. I know it's not mathematically done, but almost we have one hand on it. It's not done until it's done, but almost. So in that respect, I think the nerves are a bit less for me when compared to. There are nerves obviously, but bit less when compared to last season. Last season was way more nervous. It's way more nervous. Vinay says, "Oh, Manchester Rain, help us! Trust Pep. We trust Pep. Trust in Pep." This game will be fast. I think Vinay, this game will be fast roller coaster. Let us all get ready for a fast roller coaster over here. The Etihad pitch, the stadium is just rocking, the atmosphere and all, it's just rocking. Edison there. I hope that I hope that JSK is still angry with Edison and is taunting Edison, because whenever that happens, Edison always seems to play well. That battle between that battle between Vinicius Junior and Kyle Walker will just be superb. Vinay says blue kit, thank God, right Vinay? After that after that maroon kit in the away leg, and then the green kit at Everton. Thank God we are back to this blue kit. Honestly, having the green kit and the maroon kit, I never thought that we could win something this season. But anyway, it's been kicked off. City are kicking from left to right. Oh, the semi-finals are underway. Second leg. It's just anxiousness in the stomach. It's just anxiousness in the stomach more than anything else. Will be interesting to see how Madrid presses in which block. Madrid are pressing us aggressively today actually. They're pressing us on the front foot. Last season it was in the mid block. Kyle Walker does extremely well over there. Kyle Walker does superbly well. Kyle Walker does extremely well, but the press is aggressive from Madrid. That is interesting because last match, last leg, they allowed City to sort of get through into the midfield with the build-up, and then they pressed on us from a mid block. But this time, aggressive press right from the off. Be interesting to see where John Stones is playing. Yes, he's going into the midfield. That's a foul in City's favor. I also think Madrid are pressing man for man here. I mean, they can't press us man to man in the build up because Ederson is the second centre back and John Stones is in the midfield. So the options are so much, so they can't press. It's always a 3v4 in the build up for us. So they can't press us. They're Akanji under pressure. Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva, they're receiving the ball. John Stones coming into the midfield. Manuel Akanji. Rodri now. Rodri just switch it. Wonderful switch from Rodri. Bernardo Silva is made. Ah, Bernardo. The touch should have been better, Bernardo. The touch should have been better. Continuous is for Real Madrid, 7 of the starting 11 were rested during the weekend. Just second in the thought of Bayaji about fatigue. That is true. That is true, Coutinho. That is true. That is how the structure of the Premier League is, right? It's. I know Liverpool had won it in the past, in the last few years, but the structure of the Premier League is such that almost every season it goes till the end, unless there's an exceptional circumstance where all the teams are dropping off. And Madrid, even last season, and they play in the semi-finals, the league was won for them comfortably. And this season, they were out of it. So both of the times they did not have the fatigue thing. And the scheduling also is that in the Premier League is for me is that Somehow between the two Champions League legs, the scheduling is actually tougher when you compare to the La Liga or other leagues. City are working out some nice possession there. Rodri. I mean, we should not fall into the trap. I know that's a long shot from Kyle Walker from outside the box, but what Madrid had done in the last leg was they allowed City to build up well, and then they allowed City to put the ball into the wide areas, and then they overloaded the wide areas of City, which which meant that it was impossible to create a good attacking sequence because it's easier to press when you corner the wide players, right, than in the middle of the pitch where with Stones moving into the midfield and stuff. So I think the game is tactical. The game is much more tactical than it, than it meets the eye. Madrid are just trying to exploit City's weaknesses. Madrid are trying to hurt City in places where it really can give them a sucker blow. Grealish will be very important in this game just for his hold up play and stuff. Bernardo Silva with the ball. Kevin De Bruyne getting into that. Wonderful skill from Kevin De Bruyne. That was a shoulder barge, but then against Real Madrid, you're not going to get these shoulder barge decisions in your favor. You know that. The game's gonna be physical. The referee is gonna allow physicality. This referee has refereed Real Madrid semi-finals so many times. So this referee knows what it is to referee a Real Madrid game. He's just gonna allow all the wonderful touch from Jack Grealish over there. It was almost a brilliant cross for Erling Haaland over there from Kevin De Bruyne. A good header out by Eder Militao. Good attacking sequence of play by City. That's what I would say. Wonderful attacking sequence of play. But Militao is almost on Erling Haaland, on the top of Erling Haaland. Rodri, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva does wonderfully well. Why is it not a foul, ref? There were two fouls and the ref is not giving it. There were two fouls on Bernardo Silva and the ref has not given even one. If you look at it, two clear fouls. Okay, first one is played the advantage, but what about those fouls on Bernardo Silva? Camavinga has stripped Bernardo Silva twice and the ref is not giving anything. See, this is what you're up against when you're playing Real Madrid. And and there was almost no foul on the Real Madrid player and is given it. What an absolute idiot of a ref, I would say. Even at the Etihad Stadium, we want our Michael Oliver to referee this kind of a game. Then let us see who wins. How are Real Madrid even getting away with this kind of physicality? Erling Haaland almost rounded Courtois, but he just could not, find someone there. What a chance for Erling Haaland on that. Bernardo Silva goes in. Bernardo Silva does extremely well. Ah! No one was attacking the post. Erling! When Rodri has that shot, just go and attack the near post or far post. Something. Wonderful sequence of attacking play from City over there. Wonderful, wonderful from City. So I know it's just dragged it wide, but it was a tight angle from there to get at Courtois. It was a tight angle from there, but Erling Haaland needed to show some moment in the box. Pep Guardiola just urging the crowd to cheer on. We need all the support. We need all the support today at the Etihad Stadium. It's a City throw-in. Kick the ball long, guys. When in doubt, kick the ball long. Because the referee is just not gonna give you fouls. Yes, kick the ball long. That's all. It's a city throw. But those actually were good chances. What, especially when Rodri created that box and when Erling Haaland went through and rounded Courtois. I know it was a tight angle, but he probably should have somehow tried to master a shot. It was on his strong foot as well, strong left foot, if I'm not wrong. Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker. That's a foul. Look at it. Kamavinga is just being overprotected. Just look at the injustice here, guys. Kamavinga is just being overprotected. Well, if you want to be champion, you just cannot complain about injustice and stuff. Just have to play how the game is. It's just not the mentality complaining about injustice, fouls not given on you. Just get on with the game. That's what I would say. The referee is just Camavinga, Bernardo Silva that side. It's just it has the chance to flare up. Courtois, Erling Haaland trying to press Courtois. That is interesting. Kyle Walker in there. Second ball, guys. Second ball. Very well won. Second ball. Winning the second ball is just so important. Jack Grealish coming inside and doing some great defensive work. Rodri. There's more space for Rodri. John Stones on the ball. Give it to Bernardo. Give it to Bernardo, John. Yes. Rodri there. Wonderful switch out to Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish should go to Manuel Akanji. Use his left back. They're doubling up on him. He's found Rodri over there. Rodri, Jack Grealish. Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne. Ah, and again well defended by the Madrid defender. This City's press is just superb here. Madrid are just struggling to get out of the blocks, but then we know that they just need one chance. So Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, John Stones. John Stones is being much more active than he was, which is creating overloads in the midfield. Because all this while John Stones was just playing as a decoy, and we were not utilizing him as much in the midfield, especially in the Champions League games. Manuel Akanji, Jack Grealish, Rodri, John Stones, Manuel Akanji, Jack Grealish, Gundogan, the hero of the Everton game. Ilkay Gundogan hasn't even spoken his name today. It's just gone wide. John Stones. Good phase of attacking play again from City. Good phase of attacking play. Jack Grealish, John Stones. John Stones. Kyle Walker. Stones to Rodri. Where is Gundogan there? Not seeing much of Ilkay Gundogan today. I know he's in the half spaces. John Stones. Bernardo Silva. Manuel Akanji back to Jack Grealish. Is it not a goal? Is it not a goal? I thought it just went in, but I'll see that on the replay. For a moment, I thought it actually went in. John Stones, Jack Grealish again. Ah, just went over the But let us see the replay of the previous one. What happened? Good cross from Jack Grealish and Erling Haaland. That's a chance. That's a chance for Erling Haaland. He had to bury it. Had to bury it. Erling, you needed to bury that chance. Erling, you needed to bury that chance, mate. That was a chance. That was such a good chance. Wasn't a difficult chance at all. Wasn't a difficult chance at all, I would say. Erling, Haaland is extremely well over the throw in, and ah, it's a corner for City. It's good attacking play, but we must make the most of our chances. We must make the most of our chances. Jack Grealish with the corner. This is interesting. That's overhit from Gundogan over there, but Bernardo Silva's. It's a throw for City, but the referee is just crap. That's easily a throw for City. That's a throw for City for sure. Don't know what the referee is doing. Kamavinga on that side is getting all of the decisions, but that Haaland's header, you need to score those chances in a UCL semi-final against Real Madrid. You need to score those chances, guys. You need to score those chances. Kyle Walker, that was a risky switch. Didn't need a switch like that. It's a foul. It's a foul on Gundogan. That was a risky switch. That is where the entire gameplay can change. That was not a foul. The Madrid player was through. Jack Grealish, Rodri, Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne. Good cross, good cross. That was a great ball in there. Uh, Probably instead of just putting it into the area, maybe Kevin De Bruyne should. I mean, who am I to tell Kevin De Bruyne? But he probably should look to pick out Haaland a bit more because Haaland is staying back rather than making that movement across Militao. So that is something interesting from Haaland. He is desperately trying to get away from Eder Militao. So Ikai Gundogan, John Stones, Ikai Gundogan. Overhead ball was a chance. You wanted Kevin De Bruyne ideally to be on that. I know Gundogan's great with that, but you literally wanted. Look at that. That's the chance for Erling Haaland. He's hit it straight at Courtois. It was almost a free header over there. Haaland needed to score that. They're showing the replay again. You need to score that, mate, in a UCL semi-final. Needed to score those things. Ikai Gundogan. That's a foul, and it's a free kick chance for City. It's a chance of a free kick for City. Give out some yellow cards, ref. Give out some yellow cards. That was a foul on Gundogan over there. I think we need a second runner into the box. I know we have to defend against counter-attack and stuff, but I think we need a second runner into the box. Like what Gundogan did at Everton. The second runner can't be De Bruyne because we need him for supply. I think it has to be Ilkay Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne with the free kick. Ah, he went for goal directly there, but it actually didn't miss by much. It actually didn't miss by much. What a free kick that would be. What a free kick that would have been if De Bruyne. Ah, it was almost a great press to intercept that ball out from Courtois, but Madrid have played out well. And it's a City throw, I guess. No, it's a Madrid throw. It's a City throw actually. The press is good, but last leg we have seen one ball through the press using the brilliance of Modric or Cruz, and that's the margins it could come out to. Kyle Walker there is free. Kyle, find Bernardo, Kyle, find Bernardo Silva. Rodri, Kyle Walker, Rodri there, Manuel Akanji, Rodri again over to our left hand side, Akanji, Jack Grealish, Kanji, just shift the ball. Don't allow Madrid to overload one side of the pitch. That's how their first goal came from last leg, overloading one side of our pitch. Kyle Walker, Bernardo, what a ball. Kevin De Bruyne in all kinds of space now. He has to deliver the cross. That's a corner. And the defender got the ball, I think, over there. But I thought De Bruyne will cross it. Just zip something in fast. But no. All of City's centre backs are up there. Why is Kevin taking the corners? Kevin's not been a good corner taker for all of his brilliance. Okay, he's playing it short, then that's fine. Wonderful. Ah! Save from Courtois again. Save from Courtois. Another chance for Erling Haaland. What a save from Courtois, guys. On another day, Haaland could have had two. The first one, okay, was Haaland miss, but this one, it's a goal kick. But again, what a save from Courtois. What a save that was. Haaland. Ah. See, there's nothing wrong with what Haaland did over there. Placed the header in the direction of where it has come from, followed every rule in the book. It's just that Courtois was brilliant. But just on the first chance he had earlier on in the match, I think he should have buried that. This was good save from Courtois. Just can't do anything else. Probably if the cross had more pace on it, the power could have beaten Courtois over there. But Coutinho says, just hope these missed chances don't come to haunt back later. That's always the worry, right? That's always the worry, right? Coutinho, these missed chances. Because in UCL, you have to be ruthless. But I would say the first Haaland chance was the easier of the two. He escaped Militao. The header was straight at Courtois. That was the frustration. This chance, I think Haaland did whatever he could. It was just that Courtois saved it brilliantly. I don't think many keepers say, what a ball that is. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, wonderful run from Jack Grealish over there. Great ball retention. Rodri. But despite the fatigue and everything, City are giving it their all. What a ball again that is. I think it's John Stones entering the box now. Kevin De Bruyne. What a ball! He has to score! It's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal! Bernardo Silva! Bernardo Silva! Bernardo! Wow! What a goal! What a goal! Bernardo Silva scored for City! Come on, Bernardo! You're a legend! Come on! What a goal! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Just celebrating the goal, JSK. Just celebrating the goal, JSK. You know me, you know me. I don't celebrate too early. You know me, JSK. Just celebrating the goal. What a shot that is, right? What a shot that is. We know the traditions here, JSK, especially against Madrid. Do not celebrate early, but what a goal from Bernardo. Wow. It was a rocket of a left foot, right? It was a rocket of a left foot. But honestly, I think we deserve the goal. We deserve the goal. No one here can say that we did not deserve the goal. We were the team who created the better chances, but then you know about Madrid. John Stones, Kyle Walker, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Kyle Walker. Walker should be careful when playing those long balls. And it has gone out. Erling, press कर Erling, press कर Ah, City are just sitting back a little bit now. Kyle Walker does extremely well there to anticipate the second ball. Second balls are the key here, guys. Second balls are the key. You might not win the header, but second balls are the key here. Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Rodri again. Plays it to Bernardo Silva. 1v1 dribble with Camavinga. Gundogan. Ah! What was Erling Haaland thinking there with that shot? He needed to play in Jack Grealish, Erling Haaland. Erling, I know he might have had those missed chances at the back of his mind, but look at it. Jack Grealish was almost there. Free. He needed to play in Jack Grealish. It's a free kick to City, I think. Vinicius Junior, it hit his hand, but you can see the threat of Real Madrid already. Ilkay Gundogan now driving out with the ball. Gundogan can't make the mistakes that he made in the first leg. John Stones coming into the midfield. Rodri, Akanji, Jack Grealish, Ilkay Gundogan, John Stones back to Ederson. Ederson back to John Stones. I know they're inviting Real Madrid here, but the press of Real Madrid can be really tenacious. Good switch from Rodri over there to find Manuel Akanji. Jack Grealish. Ah! Just think Jack should have gone himself. The run from Haaland was not there. You expect better movement from Erling Haaland after such a great dribble from Jack Grealish. You actually expect more movement from Erling Haaland. Because when Jack is dribbling inside, you expect the pass to go on the outside from Jack Grealish. Haaland had to make that outside movement. It would take people off Jack Grealish and it would also have given an option for Grealish to pass or go himself. Haaland must be much more better and precise over here. Erling, just be more precise over here. It's a City throw. Manuel Akanji, Rodri, Edison. It's a City throw. And Carvajal is hurt here. I think bit of an injury on his forehead. I think, but we you must kill off Real Madrid. That's what I would say. You must kill off Real Madrid, whatever it might take. You must kill off Real Madrid. That's why I'm still angry with those chances which Erling Haaland missed. You must kill off Real Madrid. Erling Haaland being a little bit more physical over there and Madrid get the free kick, but you must kill off the chances. Courtois. City are pressing Courtois well. I don't know what Kyle Walker was doing over there. Bernardo Silva does extremely well. Gundo, you just needed to be more patient in playing that ball to Erling Haaland. The press was good. We got the ball back. Gundogan just needed to be more patient. Gundogan just needed to be more patient. Gundogan just needed to have that pause a little bit more and then give it to Erling Haaland. The chance was there. The chance was there. Just nick the ball out of Real Madrid so early. JSK says Camavinga getting destroyed. Give away in the midfield, give away in the midfield. That is true, JSK, but it's Real Madrid, they can just turn up anytime. Camavinga with the ball there. Ah! Wonderful defending from Kyle Walker. Just look at the defending guys from Kyle Walker over there. Fantastic defending from Kyle Walker. Vinicius Jr. went through him and just look at that defending. And Jack Grealish is now on his way. Kevin De Bruyne. Just slow the tempo of the game, guys. Just slow the tempo of the game. Rodri. John Stones. Bernardo Silva. 1v1 against Camavinga. The one thing which we have managed to do extremely well is isolate Bernardo Silva against Camavinga 1v1. Kevin De Bruyne with a missed time pass and Madrid get the ball. Bernardo just go and press. Wonderful defending from Edison over there. Wonderful. But I think maybe Benzema was offside over there. Coutinho says, I love Walker for this man. This guy is a rocket. And Vinicius had a head start on Walker as well. The way Walker got back there. But then again, You can observe it, Count, that the threat is murmuring on the inside. It's not coming out, but the threat is no, it's murmuring a little bit. Real Madrid's threat, and you never know when it could just come to the surface. So that is what City have to be careful about. That is why Haaland's missed chances, they're still in the back of my mind. Madrid are just playing it among themselves. I don't know why City are playing such a high line. I know the last thing you'd want is Modric and Kroos to dictate play. Ah, that's a corner for Real. That's a corner for Real now. First corner of the half for Real after 30 minutes. Just defend it well, guys. Defend it well. Well defended. Very well defended. That's a goal kick. Look at the shot from Cruz. That's when I say the threat is always murmuring. Look at the shot from Cruz. On another day, that would have gone in. I think Edison tipped it onto the bar. Probably the referee didn't see that, but good goalkeeping from Edison. There is surely a tip of the finger, I think. There's surely a tip of the finger on that. Look at it from long distance. Cruz, Modric. Wonderful, wonderful way of injecting John Stones into the midfield. Could have played in Bernardo Silva over there. He was in so much space there. You had to make that pass, John. Did so good work in the build up. John Stones had to pass it to Bernardo Silva. It is little mistakes like this which are not allowed in UCL. Bernardo Silva has played in Jack Grealish. I don't know why Bernardo Silva is on this side, on the left hand side. Then who's on the right hand side? I don't know. Maybe Gundogan might have drifted in there. Now Bernardo is slowly going there. Ah, it's a goal! Bernardo Silva again! Bernardo Silva with the header! Bernardo! Wow! Wow! Bernardo! What a goal, Bernardo! Wow! Bernardo Silva! Come on! This is what is City! Wow! The intelligence of Bernardo to go on to the left hand side. The intelligence of Bernardo there and then drift into the middle. What a goal from Bernardo! Wow! What a selection from Pep Guardiola again. We were talking Riyad Mahrez, this, that. What a header there. What a header into the corner. How did he head it in from so far out? Just don't know. Vinay says, I can't believe. That's true, Vinay, that's true. It was the same thing we were like against Bayern Munich, right? Bayern Munich first leg. We just could not believe when it became 2-0. We called this place Manchester. The place goes mad over here. The Etihad Stadium. People talked about history, geography, lot of things. This is City. This is how we play at our home. Just end the half with this, guys. Just end the half on a high. That's all. Just kick it long. That's a throw in for Madrid, I think. Now, this is where we need to be smart. This is where we need to be intelligent. This is where you need to bring in Erling Haaland's counter-attacking style of play into the mix. Just play Erling Haaland up top and just use him to release. Just release him now. That's all. Just release him now. Now we have to play how we played against Bayern Munich second leg. Just use Erling Haaland's counter-attacking play. That's all. That's a foul. I don't know what is happening. The discussion between the referee and Gundogan. The last thing I want City to do is just sit back too much, but just don't expose yourself. I think just play how we played against Bayern Munich. We didn't sit back. We sort of were in between a mid block and a low block. I think that is where you need to be. Don't commit too much, but also you need to utilize. And Bernardo Silva, that's a foul on Bernardo Silva there. Will the referee give a yellow card now? I don't know. Kevin De Bruyne with the free kick. I think Kevin should not go for goal here. He just has to. It's a corner for City. It's an interesting free kick from Kevin De Bruyne. Just drilled it low. I don't know why, because that could have been a potential counter-attacking chance for Real Madrid. I think Madrid here are looking to get into halftime with no more damage. We need to do more damage there before the second half. I think Ederson Gundogan did well there to derail the play a bit. Tactical foul without giving away a foul, and that's a throw into City, I guess. If you guys observe, there is a similarity between that Bernardo Silva goal here and also that Bernardo Silva goal, similar goal against Bayern Munich, if you remember, right? Similar goal against Bayern Munich. I think for the second goal, same header. I know it was a mistake from Upamecano back then, but the positioning of Bernardo Silva is very interesting. It's almost similar for both the goals. Kyle Walker's strides up front. Rodri, Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, John Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Manuel Akanji, Rodri, Manuel Akanji. They're almost inviting Madrid on, almost like how Brighton do. This is the Deserve style of play right now. Rodri, Manuel Akanji. Look at it, they're trying to draw Madrid back, forward and forward. Ah, the ball was too heavily hit. Probably think the better chance was for Kevin to play Bernardo and then to Erling Haaland. Was Camavinga was up front over there. I think now Bernardo's got it. Camavinga, Bernardo, 1v1. Just that the connection between Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne is just not happening today. Just not happening. Otherwise, these are all chances Haaland would have easily gobbled up. Easily gobbled up. Rodri gets the ball. Jack Grealish, Jack is in space. Jack is in space. Yes, his farm, Jack Grealish. Rodri, Bernardo Silva. Ah, just couldn't collect the ball. Ah, was a chance. Bernardo could have just smashed it into the top corner over there. I wonder how it would be putting Phil Foden on Camavinga right now. Jack! The touch from Jack Grealish let him down over there. Bernardo. Jack! Just need to smash it. Ah, was it Jack Grealish who came in between? I don't know. Those are chances. Those are chances. Yes, that was a chance. I think it was a Madrid defender who's come in between that. I just wonder if can Pep release a Mahrez or even a Phil Foden. Phil Foden on Camavinga in the second half. How much is the extra time? I don't know. They've not been given the plus meter over there. How much is the extra time? Jack Grealish. It's come to Jack Grealish. And I think the referee's blown the whistle. What a half! What a half at Manchester! What a half at the Etihad Stadium for City! A half in which Bernardo Silva was a dominant figure. A half that was all about City finding that extra energy from beneath themselves. A half in which we played football from the heart. This was not about tactics. This was not about anything else. This half was about playing football fearlessly, playing football without any nerves. This half was all about expressing yourself on the field. This was a half which was about sending a message to Real Madrid that you might have the history, you might have the trophies, but it doesn't matter. We are we at the Etihad Stadium. Come and get at us. This is how emperors play. That is how what City have displayed today. The one thing that really struck me here is the fearlessness, the bravery, the courage with which City had possession of the ball. The way in which John Stones came into the midfield, John Stones and Rodri both pivots playing. Because it was a 3v3 at the back. Akanji, Diaz and Walker on Rodrigo, Benzema and Vinicius Jr. 3v3 at the back. How many teams in world football can leave a 3v3 at the back and go for it against Real Madrid? I mean, those goals are just a byproduct of whatever we have done. That's all. Of whatever good work we have done in the south. That possession, the kind of passing, the kind of The kind of moves were superbly planned. I would say these moves didn't come by accident. That Bernardo Silva goal in the first, that Bernardo Silva first goal, guys, that did not come by accident. That Bernardo Silva first goal was something that was crafted by Pep Guardiola in the training sessions. You could see that in the last game, you could John Stones didn't come as much into the midfield, and you know uh, Cruz or Cruz and Modric were helping out Camavinga. But in this game, Bernardo Silva was being isolated against Camavinga. Bernardo Silva, Camavinga. Bernardo Silva, Camavinga. Bernardo Silva can go both ways, and it's just a nightmare for Camavinga to deal with. I think that's been the difference. And the way that move was worked, the first goal was it's a thing of beauty. It's a masterpiece painted by Pep Guardiola. The more I go back and think about the thing, how that first goal was crafted, the space which Bernardo Silva created, which involved John Stones coming into the midfield, Rodri, Gundogan dragging players away. If I would ask any one of you guys about Ilkay Gundogan, you would say that we have hardly seen him. If there are some non-City fans watching this match, they would think Gundogan is not even playing. Where is Gundogan? They would think that John Stones and Rodri are City's midfield too, or they would even think John Stones is City's attacking midfielder. But the way Gundogan was constantly dragging players away, that was just fantastic. That was just superb. Bhaiya just says, wow, just wow, Shandar, Zabardast, Zindabad. Let's not stop till the final whistle. That is the thing, Bhaiya ji, that is the thing. अब रुकना नहीं है आखिरी whistle तक आखिरी सांस तक रुकना नहीं है steam के against. And यहीं पर I think this is the time where that thing of what happened in the last leg, that lesson, we should see that lesson, that lesson should come up into the minds of the City players. Not to be afraid, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. Actually, that thing should actually come up in the minds of City players. We should not rest until the third goal happens, until the fourth goal happens, and things like that. We should not rest. Bhaiya just says Bernardo beating the living daylights out of Camavinga, and all of the Real Madrid fans were telling Camavinga they might have found a left back in Camavinga. He might be one of the best young upcoming left backs coming through. He pocketed Bernardo Silva, and Real Madrid fans were even believing that Carvajal pocketed Grealish. They didn't pocket any of the players last leg. We just refuse to commit in these one-on-ones and all. We just refuse to commit. That's all. Just refuse to commit. Numbers forward. And the last leg, Pep just wanted to play out a stalemate. Now there are these chess games where grandmasters are happy with playing a stalemate because they know in the next round they will have the chance to go more aggressively. That is what Pep Guardiola has done. But for me, I still can't come out of that great enigma, the great artistry, of what Pep Guardiola, of what Bernardo Silva had done there. Look at it, Bernardo Silva sent it to John Stones, Camavinga, three people towards John Stones, Kyle Walker, Kevin De Bruyne, and then Bernardo Silva finds the space for the first goal. Look at how that move was worked. Four players, John Stones suddenly entering. People thought that he was the one who would make more attacking progress into the box, but no one cared about Bernardo Silva. Bernardo was free, and the shot was fantastic. The shot was just superb. Wonderful placement from Bernardo Silva. The move was fantastic for me. Yes, the shot was good. Bernardo's run was good, but the move, and look at how each of City's players came together after the move. JSK says, my request to everyone, please don't celebrate. No, JSK, we are not celebrating. We are not celebrating, JSK. And there's a request, from my side to you, JSK. Please go, please, please scold Edison. Please have your Edison out thing going, because from whenever you have done that, Edison has started well. Edison has started playing well. So my request to you, JSK, is please keep the Edison out thing and all of that stuff going. Actually, please do that because Edison has just been in superb form. Bhaiya just says Haaland missing point blank headers while Bernardo scoring from feet away. That's the first chance for me, Bayaji. The first chance I think was the easier one for Haaland. He escaped Militao. He just hit it. The cross was also good. Probably a little bit pace on it, but that was really good cross for Erling Haaland, and he just hit it straight at Courtois. He just needed to that chance. It really, I thought he should have buried it. The second chance which he had from a corner, Haaland, if I'm not wrong, that was a difficult. I mean, that was a great save from Courtois, I would say, because Haaland, he headed it well. He headed it in the direction the ball came from. I just think that Courtois just saved it. You just can't do anything from that. Courtois just saved it. But yeah, Haaland missing chances. But see, that is the beauty of this team, right? Bernardo Silva. Until last season, when Haaland has arrived, before Haaland has arrived, these people like Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, all of these people have played false nines, and you had seen what how destructive Gundogan can be. They're showing Haaland's chances, and first chance, I actually thought it is goal. I thought they're checking the goal line technology or something. That was the easier header of the two, Erling Haaland. He should have just buried it over there. Yeah, but then against Everton, if you had actually against Everton, if you had actually seen Gundogan being devastating in this match, Bernardo Silva, it is not by accident. It is these people have scored goals in title-winning seasons playing false nines for City. These people can be ruthless attackingly. We are not talking about Raheem Sterling or Gabriel Jesus or people like that. These are quality attackers. De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, everyone. And I think that is one of the strengths of this team. When Erling Haaland doesn't score, all of the people were thinking, stop Haaland and you stop City. They have stopped Haaland, but what has happened here? Bernardo Silva scored. JSK says, hashtag Edison out. Thank you, JSK. Thank you for that. And Edison made an important, I won't say clearance, but ball collection before Benzema could reach it in this match. So Edison has been very good, I would say. Jack Grealish has been, I mean, there are many unsung heroes in this match. Jack Grealish has been fantastic. Some of his dribbles are just outstanding, right? They're just out of this world. And for all of us thinking that Jack Grealish just cannot make it at City and stuff, this match wonderful. Jack Grealish in all of the big moments has just been superb. But I think if you ask me to say the say the best duo of the match, it has to be Rodri and John Stones. They both have been wonderful. Madrid just have not been able to deal with John Stones coming out into the midfield. Madrid tried to press with the front three early on aggressively, if you see. Benzema, Vinicius Junior, and Rodrigo. But what happened was there was an interesting article I read, I think 2 days ago or something, about City's build up. And you know what the analysis told? It is impossible to stop City's build up until someone does a mistake on the ball, but it is impossible to stop City's build up. The reason is Ederson goes there as a second center back. So suddenly you have Diaz on one side, Rodri on the other side of, sorry, Ederson on the other side of the post, and then you have Walker, you have Akanji. So it's already a back four. Now John Stones is the extra man in the midfield. So it's impossible to stop with your front three this build up. If you have to stop this build up, then you have to involve a midfielder as well. But then that would leave either Rodri or John Stones free. So I think that is the interesting thing about this John Stones coming into the midfield. It's just a fantastic move from Pep. And what is more fantastic is Pep has devised this system in the middle of a season, in the middle of the season when everything was just going to nuts. The middle of the season when no one thought we could even beat RB Leipzig. Everyone thought we would lose out the title to Arsenal easily. This is just a kudos to all of the fans, everyone who believed in this club, the position we are in at halftime. Kudos to everyone around the club, including the fans, the community, everyone who did not let go by the side of this club when we were, when we were in that distressing phase, when we were in that bad phase towards the end of January, I remember. Wonderful. It's just a bit more, little bit emotional as well in terms of thinking where you are right now at this moment in time. Don't know what will happen in the second half, but at this moment in time, and you just go back in time to what has happened in January, the 31st, February, the 2nd. Just correlate where were we then, where were we now, and it's almost like you're thinking how this is nothing less than a fairy tale. This is nothing less than, nothing less than an exhibition of belief, determination, and exhibition of all of those qualities which you get from inside, which you can't buy with money or everything else. This is just an exhibition of how a group of people believed in each other that they could do the improbable. In terms of the league, when we were 8 points behind Arsenal towards that time, with the game in hand, albeit just looked impossible there. Unai says Real Madrid will keep the ball now to feel comfortable. Guys, I just wanted to ask you all one question. When do you think we should bring on Phil Foden? When do you think we should release Phil Foden onto Camavinga? When do we think we can bring on Phil Foden and release him down the right wing? Because you can't have Real Madrid keep the ball for so long. I know they're effective on the counter, but then you had seen in a glimpse what a Tony Cruz can do, what a Luka Modric can do from outside the box, and things like that. So I think just to increase this counter-attacking threat, my question is when do you bring on Phil Foden and just release him on Camavinga? Foden over Mahrez here because for me Foden does more of the defensive work going back and will need it to cover Vinicius Junior. So I think the timing will be crucial. When does Pep bring on Phil Foden? Probably around 70th, 80th minute, I think. I mean, will he not make any subs in this match? That's again an interesting question. Probably he will not. There are high chances of that. He might not make any subs as well because Bernardo rest, Grealish rest, De Bruyne rest, John Stones rest. Maybe I think there's another option. Probably Pep will bring on Alvarez instead of Erling Haaland. I mean these decisions will be very crucial in this match. When will you bring on Alvarez instead of Erling Haaland if you want to close down the match? When do you bring on Phil Foden instead of Bernardo Silva? Just imagine Phil Foden scoring in front of the Etihad, the next goal. That would just be fantastic, right? That would just be superb. Will be interesting to see how Real Madrid approach this phase of the tie as well because they have the experience of the Champions League and stuff, but we have the experience of moments as well. See, this is where I think I've been just thinking about it all day long. That we have gone out of the Champions League in all of the possible ways, right, from 2016 to 2022, in terms of everything, literally, right, from VAR this thing to Real Madrid heartbreak last season and stuff. So all of that experience, we need to let all of that experience count in this half. These 45 minutes, guys, okay, it's 50 minutes against Real Madrid. These 50 minutes, guys, will be the biggest 50 minutes in the lives of all of these players, not just the players, in the lives of all of us fans as well. Big 50 minutes. No one can ever take away these 50 minutes from us, whatever might happen. Real Madrid get the ball early. Real Madrid get the ball early there. An early mistake, and that's a kick out and well done from Kyle Walker. Baya just says Haaland's due a goal in this tie. Counters will come his way in second half, and it's crucial. Bayaji Haaland has had all of his chances in this tie. He just is due a goal, and he better finish. He better finish, Bayaji. That's what I would say. He better finish. But Madrid are more attacking already. That's a great tackle there to get it back from Kyle Walker. Vinicius Junior, fantastic tackle from Vinicius Junior, and what a ball there. Rodri, Manuel Akanji, Ilkay Gundogan loses it. We just cannot lose these balls in the midfield. Just need to have composure in keeping the balls. Just need to have much more composure in keeping the ball. Madrid are coming at us. Like Vinay said, Madrid are actually keeping the ball more often than not. Rodri, that's a foul on Erling Haaland. Well done, Erling. Well done, Erling. I don't know why Camavinga is not getting a card. It will be much more interesting once Camavinga gets a card. It will be much more interesting if Camavinga gets a card. Vinicius Jr. is asking the referee about that tackle by Kyle Walker. What a tackle that was by Kyle Walker. It was just excellent. It was just excellent play from Kyle Walker. Jack Greal is there. 1v1. Can he dribble? Bernardo Silva. Ah! That's a counter-attacking chance. Those are the mistakes which we must avoid. That was almost a counter-attacking chance for Madrid. Bernardo Silva lose. Bernardo Silva lose. They are giving the ball away. Bernardo Silva was loose there, giving the ball away. They're trying to play a 1-2-1. Madrid's right hand side, City's left hand side. It's a foul and it's Real Madrid's free kick. Well done by Rodri. Getting a few more seconds on the clock and kicking the ball away. This is, of course, a cup final. That's how we need to play it. This is, of course, a cup final. Luka Modric there. Very rare occasion in terms of giving the ball away. Kevin De Bruyne driving. Ref is not giving a foul over there, but Kevin De Bruyne I thought could have done better over there. He just showed more of the ball to the defender to even invite the challenge. Ah, slip by Rodri, slip by Rodri. We need to be back in a good defensive shape, guys. We need to be back in a good defensive shape. That's good clearance there. From City, Madrid are attacking. Madrid are attacking. See, there will be moments in the game. You just can't dominate the 90 minutes in a UCL semi-final, especially. It's a free kick for Real Madrid, and Ruben Diaz gets a yellow card. That's nothing. That's nothing from from Ruben Diaz over there. That's absolutely nothing. Don't know why the referee has given a yellow card for Ruben Diaz. What a save that is from Edison. What a save that is from Edison. David Alaba with the free kick, but what a save that is from Edison. JSK, your hashtag Edison out is working. What a save that is from Edison. Tipping it over the bar. What has the referee done here? What has the referee done here? That's a Real Madrid throw. City are a bit on the back foot here, but you need to suffer well in order to get through these games. Ah, again, he should have played it wide, and then Grealish to Haaland should have been the option. Kevin is, I know, are trying to attempt those passes, but I think he just play one more pass extra out wide and then to Haaland. That would just help you to pick up, run better, and draw many more defenders there as well. Manuel Akanji, Jack Grealish, Ikai Gundogan. That's a corner for City. Well done, Jack Grealish. Very well done, Jack Grealish. Look at the run of Ikai Gundogan there. For a moment, Gundogan thought he could dribble, but that was a wise option, giving it to Jack Grealish. Erling Haaland will be the target in the box. Vinicius Jr. is through there, but just look at the covering run of Kyle Walker. Wonderful. Wonderful from Kyle Walker. The covering run is just fantastic. That's a free kick in favor of City. Gundogan's down. Gundogan's down. That's a free kick in favor of City. But the covering run of Kyle Walker there, guys, is just so good. They were just checking a VAR thing for penalty, I think, from the previous City corner. So Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva now. Not seeing him much in the first half. Sorry, in this half. First half, he was the man of the show in the first half. Manuel Akanji, Jack Grealish. Grealish does wonderfully well. That's a yellow card for Camavinga. Sorry, that's a yellow card for Carvajal. That is wonderful from Jack Grealish. Look at it. He's absolutely skinned Carvajal. That's just wonderful work from Jack Grealish over there. Danny Carvajal gets a yellow fairly early in the second half. Kevin De Bruyne. Wonderful touch from Kevin De Bruyne. That's a goal kick for Real Madrid. Probably thought Grealish could have. I know it was tight over there, but probably thought Grealish could have done a little bit more with that. Madrid are coming out now much more in attack. We must be really careful at the back. We must be very careful at the back. Kyle, just go up on Vinicius Jr. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland. The press is very good. We have just driven Madrid back, but we need to be careful not to overcome it in our press because Luka Modric is there. Manuel Akanji, Bernardo, come back. I don't want anyone to be staying forward now. Come back, come back, come back. Wonderful positioning from Gundogan over there. That's a foul in favor of City. Well done. Jack Grealish, but Eder Militao probably needed to make that foul as well. Think. Eddie, kick the ball. Yes. Erling Haaland's touch is not good over there. If it was good, I think it is Kevin De Bruyne was almost through. They were doing that Arsenal game thing there, Haaland and De Bruyne. They were trying to, but Haaland's touch just not good enough over there. So many chances for City to clear over there. What a touch from Vinicius Junior there. Wonderful, wonderful there from Ilkay Gundogan. Why are we not able to bloody clear the ball? Jack Grealish, keep the ball. Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, John Stones, Manuel Akanji, John Stones again in the midfield. Rodri, wonderful, wonderful play to Bernardo Silva over there. Sorry, Kevin De Bruyne. Actually, Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne are teaming up on that left hand side. What a chance! What a chance for Ilkay Gundogan to score there. What a chance. Ilkay, what a chance. That was again a good chance. Modric in space, Modric in space, Modric in space. Ah, that's well done, but Karim Benzema has the ball right now. Grealish does absolutely well over there. That's a foul on Jack Grealish. That is wonderful from Jack Grealish over there. The fouls that is just getting to relieve the pressure. Luka Modric just blocks him off. That was a dangerous attack from Madrid. We need to be absolutely careful of that. That's a very dangerous attack from Real Madrid. Kyle, get back. Wonderful from Kyle Walker over there again. What a piece of defending from Kyle Walker there on Vinicius Jr. Ilkay Gundogan, Ilkay give it to Jack Grealish. Yes. Now Kavahal 1v1. He cannot commit with Jack Grealish. Ah! Rodri does extremely well over there. But then again a mistake and probably thought City could have protected the ball well in that phase. Now they are free. That's a yellow card, I think, and that had to be done. That's a yellow card for Ilkay Gundogan. But Kyle Walker was anyway back. But no chances can be taken with Vinicius Jr. running at you in that way, right? That's well done. That's very well defended by Manuel Akanji. It's a corner, and Madrid have taken the corner very quickly. But the referee has pointed to the substitute spot. So the substitutions there. Luka Modric goes off, interesting. Antonio Rudiger comes on. Is it an injury or something? I don't know. Probably. I think the shift to a back three. It could be a change of system with Carvajal and Camavinga driving up front. I don't know. This is where the tactical battle begins. Camavinga covers the ground faster there than Kevin De Bruyne. Wondering if De Bruyne got there first. That would have been what a run that would have been. Straight at Courtois. Eddie. Yes. Rodri, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. It's a city throw. That's well done by Bernardo Silva. It's a city throw. It's these small moments like this, the throw ends just taking the sting out of the game. What Grealish is doing, these are very, very important. Manuel Akanji, Rodri, Ikai Gundogan, Rodri there. Gun Stones much further ahead than Rodri. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. Gundogan just wasn't able to turn. Gundogan is sorry, De Bruyne is telling that's not a foul, and I think it's a Madrid throw. Yes, Madrid get the throw. I think Rudiger has come on to eliminate the threat of wonderful, wonderful there, Kevin De Bruyne. He should have released Erling Haaland faster over there. He should have released Erling Haaland much faster over there. Kevin, these are the little chances, guys, which you just cannot miss. That is again wonderful defending from Manuel Akanji. The positioning is fantastic. Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, wonderful there. Manuel Akanji, Kevin De Bruyne, Ikai Gundogan, Rodri, Gundogan, John Stones. Mistake from John Stones. Ederson. Wonderful kick from Ederson, but good defending there after that mistake from John Stones. Erling Haaland almost gets to the ball over there. And a Madrid player is down. I think it's Eder Militao again. Haaland is just giving him, just leaving a bet on him physically. Camavinga, but Madrid get up fast because they are the ones who are. Erling, can your touch be a little bit more better, please? Wonderful defensive work there. Wonderful defensive work. And De Bruyne is through. It's 3v2 at the back. It's 3v2 at the back. Sorry, 2v3 in favor of the defense at the back. Ah. But anyway, Madrid were outnumbering us by 3 players. That's where Rudiger's there, I think. That's where Rudiger's there. That's why the change came from Carlo Ancelotti over there. Kevin De Bruyne again. This time, I think he has to release Erling Haaland, at least Jack Grealish. Yes, give the ball to Jack Grealish. 1v1 against Carvajal. Just keep the game flowing. Just think as the game goes on, you need to get the third goal. That's what it's seeming. Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish. Nothing will be given there in favor of Jack Grealish. Kyle Walker does extremely well, and Bernardo Silva is sort of free on that side now. Ruben Diaz, Rodri, Kyle Gundogan, Rodri. Kyle Walker almost lost the ball there. Rodri. That's a foul in favor of City. It's a substitution that is coming. I think the substitution is from Real Madrid. Of course, it is. Now Ancelotti is throwing in all of his attackers over there. Tony Cruz is going off. Oh, interesting. Luka Modric went off. Tony Cruz is going off now. Marco Asensio is coming on. Manuel, stay tight. Ah, Madrid are coming with an overload of attackers. Need to be defensively very strong. That's very well defended. Good block. The danger is not over. Vinicius Junior was just asking for a penalty over there. I think no other Real Madrid players were asking a penalty there except Vinicius Junior. Edison with the goal kick. He's taking his time here, Edison. That's a wonderful ball. Kyle Walker, but it goes out and it's a goal kick for Real Madrid. Good flat kick from Courtois, but just give it back to Edison. Ruben, give it back to Edison. Get some time. Jack Grealish. Just look at Jack Grealish wriggling out of the tight space over there. Fantastic, fantastic play from Jack Grealish over there. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Manuel Akanji. What a ball from Erling Haaland. Erling! What a chance! Guys, what a chance! That was for Erling Haaland, right? What a phase of play from City and what a chance! That was for Erling Haaland. One on one. What a back heel from Ilkay Gundogan over there. Haaland has to score that. Haaland has to score that, right? Haaland has to score that. Ah, Erling, you could have easily had a hat trick today. What do you guys think about those chances? What a chance. It was a foul, but what a chance to Erling Haaland over there. What a chance. Had to score. Pep knows you have to bury Real Madrid. Rodri over there, but what a chance. Again, I'm going back to that chance. Manuel Akanji, Rodri, Ilkay Gundogan, Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish. That's a foul in favor of City there. That's a free kick for City. Well done, Jack Grealish. It's a yellow card for Camavinga now. Jack Grealish has got both of Madrid's fullbacks booked. Wonderful play from Jack Grealish, but the chance from Erling Haaland. Don't know why he's just left his shooting boots. Where is left his shooting boots today? I don't know. Erling Haaland. What chances for Erling Haaland? Coutinho is a bit disappointed at Haaland's finishing today. Exactly, Coutinho. At this stage, you know about Madrid, right? You know whom you're playing. You need to gobble up those chances, and they're not difficult chances at all. Especially if you're a striker who has 52 goals for the season. That's a goal! That's a goal! Manuel Akanji! What a goal! What a goal! Wow! Manuel Akanji! Wow! What a goal from a corner! What a goal from City! Wow! Wow! Woo! I just cannot shout enough. You know, more I'm shouting, more energy is coming. I don't know why, but what a goal that is! What a goal! What a goal! He's on side. He's definitely on side. Akanji at least is definitely on side. Akanji is definitely on side. Akanji was definitely on side. I think it was Rodri who was a bit off, but Akanji was on side. I think it actually took a touch of Akanji and then of Militao and it went in. Woo! Oh, have I changed the score early? Yes, they've given the goal here. And another thing, counting, yeah, actually, this is Manchester, Vinay. This is Manchester. Wow. This is the Etihad. Wow. And that too, and that too, Vinay, the thing is, and that too, we have done all of this despite Erling Haaland having an off day in front of goal. Just imagine if Erling Haaland was having an on day in front of goal. Just kick the bloody ball out. Just imagine if Erling Haaland was having an on day in front of the goal. This score should have been 5-0, 6-0 for sure. This could have been another RB Leipzig game. Poznan! Wow, the ultimate insult. Poznan! But again, Countainia, coming back to you, we must actually thank you as well. That is because if you just go and look at your comments, your first comment was, uh, just hope these missed chances don't come back to haunt you later. That was just a few minutes after Haaland missed that header, and just a minute after you put that comment, Bernardo scores the goal, the opening goal. And then the next comment, when you see the next comment just a few minutes back, a bit disappointed at Haaland's finishing today. Boom! City scored the third goal. Thank you, Countainia. Thank you. Countainia says at the rate of just, can we start celebrating now? No, 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 Countainia. Still no. I would say still three goals. I mean, still. Until the final whistle, we don't celebrate. Until the final whistle, we don't celebrate. Until the final whistle, we don't celebrate here. Anything can happen. This is a game of football. Funnier things have happened. So just like in life, I mean, if you the moment you start celebrating earlier and life can come as full circle, it's the same in football as well. Football can come full circle as well. It's Manchester, Vinay. It's Manchester. Oh, still can't believe. After all of that finishing, after all of that hit and miss finishing from Erling Haaland today, it's it's almost that. Still, how did you score three goals? Ancelotti is just throwing in so many attackers now, and Asensio, Lucas Vasquez, Chouamini. I mean, he's a midfielder, but you get the point, right? Chouamini can go forward and strike it as well. What a day this is! I know it's still not over, but as these last 10 minutes tick by, ah, Haaland is due a goal in this tie. I think, like Bayaji said, Haaland is due a goal in this tie for sure. Danny Ceballos has come on for Rodrigo. Can we for a moment actually praise Akanji? Has anyone heard of Rodrigo in both these legs? He just kept Rodrigo so quiet, right? His 1v1 defending has just been out of this world. Wonderful, what a ball that is. But as these last 10 minutes tick by, guys, just go back to February the 2nd. Where were we? 8 points behind Arsenal in the league. Given game in hand, all of those charges. Joao Cancelo. Uh, Joao Cancelo was loaned out to Bayern. We could not find that connection with Erling Haaland. Just think about all of those things, where we came from as this 10 minutes tick by. Think that would be one of the most wonderful feelings, just to remember where we were and how far we have come. I know nothing's done in this game, but that's just a wonderful way to go through these last 10 minutes. I think it just brings you so much of emotion and all of those things once you go through these last 10 minutes with all of those things. Wonderful save from Edison. City are just not able to get hold of the ball. Jack, buy us a foul. Somewhere buy us a foul. Wonderful positioning from Ruben Diaz over there in front of Karim Benzema. City are just not able to get hold of the ball, but we need to suffer these last 10 minutes, guys. Need to suffer these last 10 minutes. It's a substitution now. Phil Foden's coming on. Kevin De Bruyne is going off. What a game he's had. Worked his socks off. Okay. Didn't provide service to Haaland as well. Both were not on the same line. But then this proves again, even if Haaland's not on form, even if Kevin De Bruyne is not on form, he can still do things. Foden just inject some energy. I just wish he brings on Haaland to close this game out. Sorry, brings on Alvarez to close this game out now. Just make that middle much more compact. That's a foul. That's a good foul. That's gone out and it's a throw in for City. Take your time, guys. Take your time on the throw in. Riyad, you just can't give the ball away like that, but that is well done just to retrieve the ball. Kyle Walker, how good has he been? Just letting all of those emotions drying over me now. From I know it's not over, but how? But where were we in half of the season and where we have come? Where were we, for example, in this tie last season and where we have come? Bernardo Silva does extremely well over there. The good thing from Papis is not removed Jack Grealish yet and Bernardo Silva yet because he knows, suppose if the midfield goes away from you, these both. I mean, if you're not able to get the ball of Madrid, these both can go back, defend. They can keep hold of the ball in moments. If suppose you have to suffer, the defensive work rate is excellent. Pep has actually made Jack Grealish into another Bernardo Silva in terms of his work rate and everything. That is just fantastic. Phil Foden there. What a wonderful moment it could be for Phil Foden to score the finishing goal in front of the home crowd. Stockport born lad, one of our very own from the academy. That would just be fantastic. John Stones in the midfield there. How good has he been? Jack Grealish 1v1 against Lucas Vasquez, I think. Ruben Diaz, Jack Grealish. This is where we need to be careful. 85 to 90 minutes. This is where the comeback in the last leg has begun. So we need to be extremely careful. Kyle Walker just been so good on Vinicius Jr., right? I know, of course, Bernardo Silva has helped him, but wonderful header from Ruben Diaz again. Wonderful clearance from John Stones. Jack Grealish. They're just not able to get the ball of Jack Grealish. He's buying us fouls, he's buying us time, he's just taking the ball and dribbling into the midfield. What a player, Jack. What a player. I'm very sorry that we have doubted you last time, last season. And Jack was in a way involved. He didn't finish 1v1s and we went out of that tie. This season, Jack's just been excellent. I would say defensively, offensively, a perfect game from Jack, as with many of the players. It just shows what Jack Grealish has done. Actually shows if you determine, keep your head down and work hard, what you can achieve. Just imagine where Jack Grealish was last season and where is he now. Manuel Akanji, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden almost gets the return from Jack Grealish, but he just could not get it. It's a throw from City. Julian Alvarez is coming on for Erling Haaland, I think. Haaland might not have. He's shaking hands with the referee. Haaland might not have had a good day with finishing and all, but his physically just has gone into Eder Militao. He's just given a bit of a treatment which Rudiger was giving our players. Rudiger was giving Gundogan and stuff in the first leg. Haaland made sure that he has left a bit on the Madrid centre backs. He's been physically involved, but intelligently. He's not been physically involved, so that referee books him. That's been. I think that kind of that side of his play will not be talked about today, but Erling Haaland has contributed in that way. You might view this and say Erling Haaland has been wasteful today and stuff, but in terms of finishing, and that's true. But the other side of Haaland's play, off the ball, defending, coming back, leaving it physically, not allowing Militao time on the ball to, you know, pass it long to Vinicius Junior. Just fantastic from Erling Haaland over there. And Erling Haaland has been a top goal scorer today. Sorry, top goal scorer in the season. 51 goals, I think. Not wrong, 51 or 52 goals. But today's game has shown we are beyond Erling Haaland. We're beyond Kevin De Bruyne as well. We are beyond people. We are much more than individuals. That's what today has shown. The way we crafted that goal, it was a team goal. Of course, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Haaland, I would say individuals are there. This season has not just been built on teamwork. Individuals have contributed, but I would say no individual outranks this team. That is the beauty of this team. Even Haaland doesn't outrank this team. The team is bigger than each one of the player in this. And when you have that thing, who Alvarez to finish it? Argentinian Julian Alvarez, an Argentinian had to score against Real Madrid. It was written in the stars. An Argentinian had to score against Real Madrid. The only difference was it wasn't Lionel Messi. It had to be Julian Alvarez. Today, that's why Haaland wasn't getting those goals. This is what destiny had in store for Haaland today. If a striker scores today, it had to be an Argentinian against Real Madrid, and it had to be Julian Alvarez. 4-0, 5-1 in the tie, 4-0, and we have not demolished just nobody else. We have demolished Real Madrid. We have demolished Real Madrid. What a wonderful finish. That is from Julian Alvarez. What a ball from Phil Foden. Just look at the finish from Julian Alvarez. Wow, given the ice to Courtois and put it on the other side of the post. He's just given the ice to Courtois over there. Vinicius, fuck off Real Madrid. F of Real Madrid. Get lost Real Madrid. F off. That's what we'll say. Wow. Who Real Madrid? Who? That's what you would say. I mean, people would say you're being disrespectable, this and that. Of course, I'm being disrespectable. Of course, I'll be disrespectable because the way they defeated us last season, it still is in there, you know. The way they defeated us last season and stuff, it still hurts. It's still in there. This is revenge. Someone told don't use the word revenge against Real Madrid. Of course we do. +3. Sticking down, guys. 30 more seconds. How are you all guys feeling? 30 more seconds. Third blue flags waving. Just look at the atmosphere around the Etihad Stadium. Fantastic. Fantastic atmosphere. We have made a 16-time UCL winner go down in our own backyard. That is nothing short of stunning. This is just stunning from Manchester City. This is just stunning. What a victory. Wonderful. Oh! Get lost, Real Madrid. This is Manchester City. What a performance. What a performance, guys. What a performance. What a magical performance. A performance where the entire team spirit got through. This game was team spirit against individuals of Vinicius Jr. and Karim Benzema. We have shown now that team spirit always shines through. The players were playing for each other. The players were playing with great comradeship, with great friendship. This was just wonderful, wonderful. What a sight, right? What a sight. How many of us coming into this time have expected this? Wonderful. Vinay says, look at Etihad. Wow. Dare anyone call Etihad? Dare rival fans call this Etihad from now, Vinay? Dare rival fans call this Etihad? The atmospheres have just been superb, right? The atmospheres have just been superb this season. With the Bayern game, with the Arsenal game, every game, almost every game, the atmospheres have just been superb, even small games. But but when it comes to big UCL games, especially, the atmospheres have just been out of this world. The atmospheres have just been on an other level. I think this is just not a victory against Real Madrid. This is a victory against all of our doubters. This is a victory in a way against a bit of even ourselves. You know, when we were doubting that can we compete against Real Madrid? What can we do? We are nervous. I was nervous before this tie. All of you guys were nervous. What should we do to achieve the UCL trophy? Last season we were almost 2 goals up and we were almost done and still didn't do. The nerves, the doubts and everything. This victory is a triumph of all of the doubts of not just the rival fans, doubts of us, doubts of the players, can they do it and stuff. This could, and also this is a pivotal moment in the history of the club. This could kickstart. I hope this will kickstart an era of dominance, like how a Real Madrid did, like how an AC Milan did under Arrigo Sacchi, like how a Juventus did, for example, in the late 1990s. So I really hope this will kickstart an era of dominance, and we had to go through a lot, guys. We had to go through a lot to get to this stage. They say in life the best plan is to have no plan, but no plan and still succeed. But to have no plan, you need to go through everything. You need to go through the worst moments, and that is what we did today. We didn't show any nerves in the back 45 as well, and the result of that is people could say Etihad home advantage and all. I'm like, even if this was the Bernabeu second leg, we would not have shown any nerves this season. That is because we have suffered everything that is possible. We have gone through each every bit of pain. There was no pain left for destiny to put on us. That's how much we have gone through to get to this point under Pep in the UCL. I know the final's not done at all, but this is a pivotal moment. This is a triumph over our suffering, over our belief, lot of things. I'm running out of words here. JSK says, for the first time, I'm seeing fear in the eyes of Madrid players. That is what we have done, JSK. That is what we have done. That we have come to a stage, not just the Madrid players, the Everton players of the weekend. they almost lost to us in the tunnel. So that is where we are going towards. That is the dominance we are going towards to achieve. There are some teams in the history, the AC Milan teams of the past and stuff, which when this Real Madrid team of the past few years, in that they would defeat teams in the tunnel. They would defeat teams with the pressure of the ticking clock, even though they were down. That is what we have come to here. It's just fantastic. It's just fantastic how we have evolved as a club in this competition for me. Bhaiya, this is lots of curses lifted in first game. Referees, semi-final versus Madrid last season, etc. And Yaya Toure curse. His agent telling Yaya Toure taking out the Champions League draw officially lifted the curse. But even in this game, there was a big curse, right? The referee, for example, whenever the referee has officiated Real Madrid semi-finals in the past from 2014, he has officiated 4 Real Madrid semi-finals, and every time Real Madrid have gone on to win the UCL. So we had gone against that as well. The referee was not booking anybody today. How many fouls was Camavinga making in the first couple of minutes? What was Eder Militao doing? What was Carvajal doing on Grealish? The referee was not booking anyone in the first 5-10 minutes. In fact, the referee was even booking us sometimes. The referee was giving us yellow cards. We got through a lot. I mean, everything was against us in this the first semi final when Rudiger did all of those things. Though that thing was against us, the referee didn't book anybody there. The referee was not booking anybody here till late. Lot of things were against us, and yet we came through, and yet we came through. Fantastic, fantastic feeling. Again, I'm going through those emotions from February the 2nd. My mind is just going through them. Where were we then and where are we now? This is what coming together of a group of highly committed individuals can do. Kudos to not just the players here, I would say kudos to all of the City fans, all of the City community, the Pep Guardiola backroom staff, everyone. This is a triumph of everyone. This is a triumph of a lot of unsung heroes whom we'll be talking about a bit later on the show. We're doing this show late till late today. JSK says now I'm comfortably saying it's our year, but Inter Milan is there and all. Do you think Agent Zeko is there in Inter Milan? But JSK, just don't give up on Edison. At least till the year is over, JSK hashtag Edison out. Wonderful save from Edison in the second half as well, right? When you when actually Madrid had a chance in the 75th minute, 80th minute, it was just fantastic from Edison. Finally, JSK, your curse on Edison has also come through. Utkar says, man, it's a blue moon day. It's a blue moon year, Utkar. It's a blue moon year. What an year. Fantastic. But still, I would say we still have a FA Cup final to play, the UCL final to play and all. But it just feels huge, this game. It just feels huge. The Bayern game felt huge. The Bayern first leg felt huge. I just did not know why, but the Bayern first leg felt huge. We did not even go through that tie, but Bayern first leg 3-0. It felt like a statement win. It felt like a statement win over Bayern Munich. It felt like we were giving a message out to Europe because, in a way, I think Bayern were more compact. Bayern were more defensively, strong and stuff, and we came through that. And for all of the people, another thing, for all of the people who say City get an easy draw every year, City just go through in that way. Even in that Chelsea year, people were telling, City got an easy draw, PSG was an easy team to play, and then Chelsea in the final, we just dropped it, we just bottled it, and all of that stuff. This year, no one can tell us those things. This year, what was our tie? RB Leipzig was a tough team to play. Their plus is fantastic. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid facing Inter Milan. No one can doubt that we have had an easy draw this season. In the FA Cup, what was our draw this season? We had to defeat Arsenal, we had to defeat Chelsea, I think if I'm not wrong. We had to defeat Sheffield United, who were flying in the championship. We had to defeat Burnley, who were the top of the championship, who have won the championship. Not an easy draw. Not an easy draw. Bhaiya, this is Manuel made Shikanji of Rodrigo and enjoyed sip by sip all, all 90 minutes. What an unsung hero Manuel Akanji has been, right, Bayaji? And has the transfer of Manuel Akanji been discussed this season in any of the outlet? It bloody was not even in the back pages of Sun, just not even a reliable outlet. That is, no one bloody discussed the signing of Manuel Akanji in the media and all. It was just us City fans discussing it on our community. And what has Manuel Akanji done in this champions in this season against Bayern Munich, against Leipzig? He was marking one of the best attackers against Bayern Munich. Who was Manuel Akanji marking 1v1? Kingsley Coman, Leroy Sané, Sadio Mane. He was marking them. In this time, who was Manuel Akanji marking? Rodrigo. Against Arsenal, who was Manuel Akanji marking? Bakayo Saka. Manuel Akanji has gone up against four of the best wingers in Europe this season. Four of the best wingers in Europe this season. And we need and Rodrigo, Saka. Rodrigo was in good form coming into this tie, and not even one v one he has let it gone past him. Not even one v one. And is so comfortable on the ball. Manuel Akanji. I didn't even think a player like Manuel Akanji would exist. Who had the who had the intelligence to play right back, centre back, left back, middle. He could well play CDM as well. He could well play the John Stones role as well. These kind of centre backs for 20 million, 25 million at 27 years of age. He's a leader as well, captaincy material. What a signing Manuel Akanji has been, right? Fantastic. One of the unsung heroes of the season, Manuel Akanji. Bayaji says Edin Dzeko versus Manchester. This is Manchester, Bayaji. The term will stick with me. I think it's you who told the term Manchester. This is a mad place. This place is no less than Anfield now. This place is no less than all of those iconic stadiums, which people say iconic UCL stadiums, the Allianz Arena, the Santiago Bernabeu, Camp Nou, Anfield. Opposition fans might feel that I'm comparing this to Camp Nou and all of that. Let them. For me, Etihad is as robust as a fortress as a Camp Nou or an Allianz Arena or an Anfield now. When was the last time we lost here? 2018 September maybe? 5 years running, just two draws and 23 games win. I think 24 including this one. Why can't I compare this to all of those iconic Champions League stadiums? What a performance this is from City. All of that emotion, everything. Fantastic. Coutinho says Walker was absolutely great today. He didn't put a foot wrong. Probably the most consistent defender in all this Papiers. Walker Akanji as well, Camden. Yeah, Walker. I think we have to give more credit to Walker here because Vinicius Junior was the obvious threat. There were moments, two, three moments. I think once when City was dispossessed, long ball over the top from Cruz. I think Vinicius thought he was on the bike. Walker made the covering run. There was an instance where early on in the first half where Vinicius Junior had a head start on Walker. Junior went into the box and Walker just bamboozled into the box and he just got the ball. And then there was an instance in the second half as well where Vinicius Junior, he went into the box and Walker tackled him in the box. Junior was asking for a penalty, but nothing. Get tackled. One sliding tackle on Vinicius Junior as well by Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker won all of the duels today, all of the duels against Vinicius Junior. And Akanji as well, Kamdenia. I think we should not underrate Akanji. I know I've told about him, but I just want to tell about him more and more. He didn't put a foot wrong as well. And what about John Stones, guys? Going into that midfield, if you put a foot wrong, you're done. You're done on the counter. That is the state of John Stones today. John Stones played a role which even the great CDMs would feel pressurized by. The role which Bernardo Silva was probably playing in the past, taking the ball of the centre backs, if you remember, last season and the season before, and he was going into the midfield. How good was John Stones? How good was Jack Grealish in terms of getting the ball and dribbling inside, taking 4 or 5 players with him? I'll just change the score as well here. Just forgot to change the score, but why not when City are leading by so much? When City have won the game by so much. And just the number of attempts by Real Madrid will tell you the state of the game, how good we have been defensively. I think the XG of Real Madrid will be zero this game. They had what, one shot on target? What a game by City. What a game. This was chess game, I would say. Baya just says if Ake was fit, Walker might not have played at all. Who was huge in both legs. Oh my god. That is true. That is true, Bayaji. I think we must thank Destiny as well, Destiny, not Ake was injured, but sometimes, Destiny, when you're confused about will Ake play, will Akanji play, if Ake play, where will Walker play? Sometimes when you're confused about that, Destiny sometimes helps pieces fall into place, and that is what happened with us, I think. Especially with Pep sending out Cancelo. If Cancelo was there, I think there was no way we are getting past Bayern Munich. Leave this tie. No way we are winning this tie. No way that Cancelo is giving such a good 1v1 performance. So destiny again, Bayaji, that Pep Pep took a risk. He just put out Cancelo, just sent Cancelo out on loan, and I think the way Pep managed Walker was very good. Listening to Pep in the press conference, Walker said that he was hurt by Pep's comments. I think Pep wanted to get that out from Kyle Walker, because Kyle Walker is someone who, when he's hurt, when he thinks that he has something to show the world, he's unplayable. He's literally unplayable. And that is what has happened with Kyle Walker. We have seen it when Joao Cancelo came. Kyle Walker was out for a few games earlier on in 2018, and then Walker came resoundingly back. The same thing as what happened to Walker. Walker is unplayable today. What a match. What a game by Kyle Walker. Utkarsh says maybe Pep never used Walker too much just to unleash beast against Real Madrid. The management of Pep, Utkarsh, the management of Pep, that he just wanted to keep Walker hungry, I think. Not let him get complacent, because see, one of the problems with Walker in the past has been that Walker used to make those mistakes. He used to have a little bit of a loss in concentration at key moments. So, and this game, zero loss in concentration. Against Arsenal, zero loss in concentration. In big moments this season, even against Bayern Munich, zero loss in concentration whenever he played. So I think Walker was just outstanding. Kudos to Pep for managing all of the minutes of all of the players perfectly well, I would say. Nasir says it was 4-0. You need to update your counter. I did update, Nasir. I did update. Nasir says, can we just talk about the amount of opportunities Haaland had? Not as day, Nazir. You know why it wasn't Haaland's day? Because Destiny wanted an Argentinian to finish off Real Madrid. Destiny wanted an Argentinian to score to put the final nail in the coffin. Destiny wanted an Argentinian to bury off Real Madrid. Destiny wanted an Argentinian to say RIP Real Madrid in this tie, rip Real Madrid in this tie. That is what Destiny wanted. That's why Erling Haaland, because if Erling Haaland would have scored all of his chances, the score line would have easily been 5-0, 6-0, and tie was done. And the only difference is that Argentinian was not Lionel Messi. That Argentinian is Julian Alvarez. Wow, what an year Julian Alvarez is having. Nasir says you have to say well done to Courtois. How many good saves he did? Two good saves, I would say. One header from Erling Haaland. Haaland shot it straight at Courtois. Courtois didn't know anything. But I will accept one. I've always said as well, one header from Haaland, and that 1v1 as well. But 1v1 Haaland must finish, because Courtois is so tall. And how did Courtois even get down? He stopped it with his foot, I think. So Haaland's mistake. But Haaland will learn again. And this has also taught us that we are not dependent on Haaland. Today, to be fair, attacking wise, Haaland had a bad day in terms of chances. Kevin De Bruyne had a bad day in terms of chances, actually. And and in terms of attacking play, there was no connection between both of them. But I would just say that the entire team pulled up together. The entire team was just fantastic, superb, I would say. But yeah, this says Spider-Man could win it all in the same season except the mighty League Cup. Apparently, Bayaji, the League Cup is just a Mickey Mouse Cup until United fans have won it. I don't know why. And until Liverpool fans, of course, win it. And that's just I mean, what a season we are having. I'm still thank God it's not a dream. I just don't know how the emotions are coming out now. JSK says we are winning the UCL easily. JSK till the finals over. I would not say because one of match anything could happen. One of match, lucky bounce of the ball, anything could happen. But whatever happens from now on, whatever happens from now until the end of the season, I don't think anyone can take away these 90 minutes which we have played against Real Madrid. No one can take these away from our lives. No one could have taken away those 90 minutes against Arsenal at the Etihad, how well we played and destroyed them. It's the same thing. No one can take away these 90 minutes from us. The enjoyment we have had, the emotionally how much we were, there was nerves, joy, ecstasy when Madrid were going on. Will Madrid come back in the 80 minutes? No one can take all of these things away from us. So that is what is fantastic about this night. What a night, I would say. What a night. Fantastic. Cheske says it's like Liverpool versus Spurs 2019. Don't remind me 2018-19. Cheske, well, you can remind because it should have been Liverpool City, right? Because that side of Spurs draw was so easy. Spurs had Ajax and whatever, and then another small team to get through. Ajax and probably Leipzig, I think, I don't remember. We got knocked out by Spurs at the Etihad 2018-19 at the Etihad. I thought we won it. I just kept my laptop there and started celebrating. And then I come back after 2 minutes and I see VAR goal disallowed. It took me a week. It took me a week to come out of it. And that's what I say. At the stadium, even at the Etihad, we have suffered heartbreaking defeats like that. That's what makes this even more special. It would not have been special if we would have won it in 2017, right? It would not have been special if we would have won it in 2018. People would have said, well, Pep season, Pep's magic, the city of the players, and all of it. I think the beauty of of this victory also is that is Real Madrid is all of that we have had to go through actually to get here. I know I'm repeating this, but I can't emphasize how important it was to be there and suffer those moments, be there and go through those moments, and that's what Pep said before the UCL final against Chelsea. He didn't say we won't win that final, but he said we have not suffered enough of those moments. We have not gone through enough of those moments in this competition. We got to the final, but I still believe we are not there like I would have wanted. And how well has Pep's prophecy come through here right now? And this defeat, this victory just feels so special because of what has happened in the past. Bhaiya just says zero chemistry between Erling and KDB tonight. Bhaiya just says three wins to complete the treble. Zero chemistry between Erling Haaland and KDB tonight, and the beauty of this and the beauty of this match actually is that even without that we have won. Even without that we have won. Even without all of the chemistry, without I mean with all of the chances that Haaland missed, we have won. That is the beauty of this performance. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Yes. What a victory again. Three wins to complete the treble. Bayaji. The next thing we have is against Chelsea at the Etihad. And a few deluded Arsenal fans still believe that City can lose the next three Premier League matches. I just hope that the delusion just goes off after watching this match at the Etihad. Anyway, let's talk about the treble and stuff, not just about Arsenal. But I think one of the major hurdle in the treble was this match, not just because of the quality on both sides. Quality on both sides is different actually. Quality on paper, I mean on paper, City would win last time as well, but on matches and knockout competitions are not won on paper. You need to dig deep. You need to dig deep within yourselves in order to win these kind of competitions, and that is what City have done for me. City have found that extra thing, that extra hunger, I guess, probably which Madrid couldn't. Madrid thought the UCL is their competition and they'll just stroll and win it. City had that extra hunger, that extra determination, that extra buzz to go for it. Those are the key terms I think I'll always use and associate with teams that want to be at the very top of the perch. The moment you lose that hunger and you take things for granted, you never know when the decline might start. This is a warning to Real Madrid, I think. Whatever has happened here, more than anything else. Vinicius view, Vinicius mentality, UCL DNA in the mud. And all of the people who were telling that Pep cannot win the UCL without Lionel Messi, people telling, well, he has Haaland now, and that's why he could reach the final. What has Haaland done in this match? And by the way, actually, last season, our strikers were not on song. Kevin De Bruyne had a very bad game in the second leg. If you remember last time, our strikers were missing chances last time. We lost that leg. What was the difference here? What changed here? What changed here is the entire team chipped in. If not the strikers, the wingers chipped in. The defenders chipped in. Manuel Akanji chipped in. So this was more of a team effort for me. This for me was a performance where we accepted there will be moments in the game where we cannot control, where we have to suffer, and we actually suffered well. You see when Madrid drove into the box, Benzema drove into the box one or two times, Vinicius went into the box. Rodrigo went into the box one or two times. You see the defensive numbers City got back. Jack Grealish, Manuel Akanji, Bernardo on the other side. Everyone were doubling and tripling up on the opposite wingers. One of the finest defensive performances under Pep, I would say, for the last in ever in an UCL campaign. I think these kind of defensive performances he did not have even for Barcelona and Bayern. These we are monsters defensively. Everywhere in the field, we were monsters. I would say we had monster defenders. Right from Erling Haaland to Edison, all of them were monsters who did not allow the man to get past them. What a performance! And who would have thought that a Pep Guardiola team would go into the final of a UCL? Pep Guardiola team would be on the verge of winning a Premier League on the basis of a defensive performance. It's just fantastic from City. Zakaula says, uh, Istanbul, we are coming, Zakaula, we are coming. We are coming, and what an iconic stadium it will be to play the final in Istanbul. Vinay says, but big thanks to Taure to lift the curse. Everyone, Yaya Taure lifting the curse. His agent telling about the curse. Yaya Taure coming personally to make the draw. Everyone, everyone this season. It's just coming together. Bayaji says, are you watching Sane, Cancelo, Sterling, Gabi, Garcia, Diaz, and Ferran Torres? And apparently, all of these players, all of these players, apart from Leroy Sane, I think all of these players went on to take a bigger step than City. That's what Ferran Torres said. A stepping stone from City, he said, when he went to Barcelona, Ferran Torres. Sterling refused to sign a City shirt after he went to Chelsea when a fan asked him. Joao Cancelo was like, maybe Thomas Tuchel will be lucky and he'll win it against Pep and stuff. All of these players, and many rival fans thought, how could City win without these players? We have shown we have shown how we could win. Wonderful day, guys. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the night, guys. Enjoy the night. I will now just go out and just shout loudly into the night sky. I'll just be shouting. That's it. Because in the last tie against Real Madrid when we lost, I just went out and I looked into the night sky and I was like, why did this have to happen? And now it's almost like deja vu. Destiny has better things in store for us. Now I'll go out and look into the same night sky and scream. How much of a difference can an ear make? Fantastic, wonderful victory. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Bayaji says, Hala, Hala Madrid. Who? Who Hala Madrid? Bayaji, who Hala Madrid? This is Manchester. Not even Manchester. This is Manchester. This is a place where miracles happen. This is a place where we use the word revenge and take revenge. You're not afraid to use the word revenge. Whoever the team is coming. Could be Real Madrid, could be Bayern Munich, could be anyone, could be anyone. Fantastic. And just look at the goals we have scored against these teams, Bayaji. Look at the goals we have scored. Leipzig. How many goals you scored here? Six, right? In the home leg. 6-0 in the home leg. Bayern Munich 3-0 in the home leg. Real Madrid 4-0 in the home leg. 13 goals in Champions League knockout games without any reply in the home leg. 16 goals in the Champions League knockout with 3 goals scored against us, but 13 goals in home without any reply. I think we have just conceded 1 goal in the at home in the Champions League this season. What a fantastic performance. Defensively, I think Pep going to that back four with all of the centre backs. Wonderful. Just enjoy the night, guys. Just go and enjoy it. Vayaji says, Rodrigo, this Rodrigo, that for over a year. Vinicius Junior this, Vinicius Junior that. People were telling Karim Benzema, it doesn't matter. Karim Benzema has scored hat trick, I think, at Anfield, 2 goals or a hat trick at Anfield. So all of the Madrid fans thought we did that to Liverpool at Anfield. You just do not. I mean, what is Etihad in front of Anfield? We are going to just go out there and and Benzema is going to destroy you all and stuff. This is Etihad. This is where miracles happen. We are not the Liverpool who are weak. We are strong. We are stronger than Real Madrid. Miracles happen here. No team dare take us lightly from next year in the Champions League. That is what this. Both the wins against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. It's not just the wins. Okay, Bayern you scrape through 1-0, Madrid you scrape through 1-0. Those, okay, that's fine. You could say, okay, City just scraped through. But these are performances where you're putting your chest high. You're just making your chest big, and you're looking into the eyes of Real Madrid, the eyes of Bayern Munich, the eyes of the elite of the Champions League, and you're telling, this is Manchester City. Dare to look us in the eye. This is who we are. Dare to come and compete with us in our home stadium. This is what this victory means. It is just not a victory, it is a demolition. It is a message that Manchester City have arrived on the Champions League stage and we are here to stay. We are here to get rolling. Fingers crossed, get rolling an era of dominance. That is what this victory is. This victory is beyond a victory for me. This victory is a message. It's a message of emotions. It's a message of everything. It's a message that will echo through the echo through the entire world of Europe. This victory is it's just superb. This victory will mean a lot. This victory will just wake up the entire European clubs, the elite, and tell them to look at Manchester City. If you have not been looking at us now, Vinay says 6 months ago we were chaos. That's true, Vinay. As the clock was ticking down, from 80th minute to 90th minute, I was just thinking about that. February the 2nd, Joao Cancelo left, and then we had a charges as well, right? A week later, everyone said that Arsenal will get the title. We were just dismantled. We were just nowhere to be seen. We were just, gone. We were just gone. People said this will break the City team. People like De Bruyne, Haaland will leave now. Pep will leave. What will happen? The sporting directors in Tikshiki, Bagaristan, Ferran Soriano will leave. This, that, and everything. Just a chaos. And exactly the opposite has happened when the world stood against us. All of us, not just the players, I would say the fans, the players, the backroom staff, everyone who was associated with City stood together. This victory is a victory of all of that belief in the team, all of that belief for all of those people, including fans, everyone associated with the City community. With City community, it's a victory for the belief and determination that they had in this team. That is why this victory is beyond a victory. It's an emotion. This victory is an emotion, I would say. Even far down the line, not just this year, the next year, the years down the line, this victory will be remembered a lot because of where we came from, down the mud. You know what this victory is? This victory is a perfect example of, you know we are seeds. If you bury us, dare to bury us. If you bury us, we will come back growing into a huge tree. That is what this victory is. Dare to bury us and we'll grow back and come back stronger, evolving into a huge tree which you cannot even touch. That is what this victory is for me. Vinicius Silva destroyed that Camavinga, Winnie in Walker's pocket, everyone talk about John Stones, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, the calmness, Rodri, the calmness, Jack Grealish is taking the ball into the midfield, Erling Haaland physically, getting into Eder Militao and Kevin De Bruyne, working those channels, working those pockets, putting that crosses in, even though he was not having it well. Things were not going on for him, everything. And we must not forget what Kevin De Bruyne did in this tie. Everything what Kevin De Bruyne did is forgiven in this tie because it is because of him that the tie came level at Etihad, right? 1-0 and the tie would have been different. Madrid would have probably had to sit in a much lower block, could afford to sit in a much lower block and hit us on the break, right? The reason it was 1-1, Ancelotti thought you cannot sit in a low block at home at the Etihad, so you had to attack City from the outset and press a bit higher aggressively. What a shot from Kevin De Bruyne in the first leg. Everyone, this no player who did not shine in this tie. Everyone. Okay, Haaland didn't score a goal, but he did all of the dirty work which he had to do physically. He physically dominated both the Madrid centre backs in this half. Bhaiya just says Ancelotti had to change Kama's position before he forgets football. That is true. That is true. You can imagine how effective our players were on the wings. Bayajit, even against Bayern, Kamavinga, I'm not Kamavinga, Sane and Coman changed the wings because they were not able to get 1v1 against Ake Lakenji. Here you could see it's just the reverse, but Kamavinga had to change the wings here now in this match because he was just getting destroyed by Bernardo Silva. But yeah, this is how come KDB was so tired in the second half despite a good week's rest. Could hardly kick a ball. Let's give it to KDB, Bayaji. Let's give it to KDB. He had a tough season. He had to carry his. That Real Madrid game. I think the first leg it just took a lot out of KDB. I think it just drained him more than the other players, and he got the goal as well. I think so. I think he just contributed much more. He gave it everything in the first leg, and now I think he can rest. I want Pep not to play KDB against Chelsea, give him rest, but then KDB would want to play there because we have the chance to lift the trophy over there. But Rodri, just rest him against Chelsea, I would say at least. Rodri deserves a rest. Anyway, guys, a wonderful match. Just enjoy the entire week. This could be an iconic week for us. Rounded off against Chelsea right on a Sunday. This is just fantastic. This is fantastic. It could just culminate into something superb. UCL final, and then on Sunday we have the chance to lift the trophy in front of our home crowd. That's just superb. What a week this is turning out to be for us. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. Thanks a lot, and see you all, guys, and take care.